Welcome to MBBS Council. In this video, we will see how NMC Fee Regulation 2022 is going to increase tuition fees for few private medical colleges to 40 lakhs per year. If you are thinking why NMC Fee Regulation is going to increase tuition fees instead of decreasing down towards the government college tuition fees, you should first understand that tuition fees of private medical colleges are like a seesaw. If fees for one half of the class decreases, the other half of the class will bear that cost. If you think this is not correct, comment below after watching this complete video. Whom do you think should bear this cost? Should it be government, which means tax-paying citizens, or private medical colleges, or the low-ranking students? If you are new to this channel, subscribe to this channel now so that you never miss any NEET counseling updates. Before moving on to NMC Fee Regulation notification, we need to know how much it costs to produce one doctor in India. According to the study conducted by All India Institute of Medical Sciences, government spends 1 crore to 1.7 crores to produce one doctor. Government college tuition fees range between Rs 10,000 per year and Rs 1.5 lakhs per year. So this 1 crore is given by the taxpayer. Let's take private medical college. Most of the private colleges charge around 20 lakhs per year tuition fees. This comes to around 1 crore for the full course. This means any private college which charges less than 20 lakhs per year are managing their college more efficiently compared to the government medical college. Now the question we need to ask is, why we are expecting private medical college to spend 1 crore for every doctor, but want them to charge only 1% of the total expense as its tuition fees? The first thing we forget to remember is that private colleges are not for-profit organizations. It is not a charity. We should first understand how tuition fees is fixed in a private medical college to get more clarity about the tuition fees. Each and every state government health department has formed a fees fixation committee. This committee will have at least one retired judge, one chartered accountant, one IAS rank officer, and few educationalists with medical background. Fee fixation committee decides the tuition fees based on the expenditure incurred by the college for its operations. You can see sample audit report format. College management should give breakup of teacher salary, non-teaching staff salary, the mode in which the payment is made, whether it is done through online transfer or check or cash, etc. As I said earlier, educational institutions are considered as not-for-profit organizations and the fees collected should be sufficient enough to cover all the expenses. So the total expenses will be divided by the total course strength to arrive at the tuition fees per student. Do you know hospital expenses are not included while calculating the cost for providing medical education? Newly established medical colleges are allowed to include the loss from hospital into expenses of the college only for the first 5 years. Similarly, stipend paid to the students will be considered as part of the hospital expense. So it should not be added as cost of the medical college and it should be neglected while calculating the tuition fees. Do you know there are private college hospitals which do not pay stipend during 1 year internship? Not knowing key information like stipend, beds, patient flow during NEET Admission counseling will affect your college selection. What is the point in joining MD radio diagnosis course in a medical college which does not have an operating MRI scan machine? You can find key information for all medical colleges in India by installing MBBS Council Android app. This will help you during the choice filling. Apart from tuition fees, medical colleges can charge 10% of operating cost as development fees for growth and expansion of the college. Other fees, which includes hostel fees, mess fees, transport, library and examination fees should also be based on the actual expenses incurred by college to provide these services. Various states adopt different methods. Some states like Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Punjab fixes uniform tuition fees for all private colleges within that state. They arrive at fees based on the median cost incurred considering all college expenses on a consensus basis. Some states like Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh fixes the tuition fees on a per college basis. They look at the operating expense of the college to determine its tuition fees. You can see approved fee calculation sheet for Ashwini Rural Medical College during 2021 admission. Tuition fees in this college is fixed at 6.44 lakhs per year. It got increased to 6.75 lakhs per year during 2018. During 2019, it shot up to 8 lakhs per year, and during 2020, it was 9.6 lakhs per year. For the year 2021, medical colleges proposed tuition fees of rupees 10.4 lakhs per year based on the expenses filed together with this proposal form. Salary expenses for this college stood at rupees 28 crores for teaching as well as non-teaching staffs. If you are wondering why it is very high, you need to understand the MSR requirements. MSR means minimum standard requirements for annual admission regulation. It states that for college with 100 MBBS seats, it should have 90 teaching faculty and 60 tutors. Even if we consider 1 lakh per month as average salary, the total comes to 18 crores per year. I'll make detailed video about minimum standard requirements for 100, 150, 200 and 250 MBBS capacity colleges in another video which will help you to understand whether the college you have chosen have these minimum standard requirements. Subscribe to this channel to get notified. Let's get back to Ashwini Rural Medical College expenses. Other operational expenses like rent, interest comes to around 5.5 crores. This college does not pay any stipend. So the total expenses after calculating depreciation comes to around 41.75 crores. If we divide it by total students, which is 450, we get 9.3 lakhs per year per student. After adding the 10% development fees, the total fees comes to around 10.4 lakhs per year. Let's say the tuition fees is reduced for 50% of students close to government fee, which is 1 lakh per year. The tuition fees would almost double for the other 50% students. So for Ashwini Rural Medical College, tuition fees would be 21 lakhs per year. Do you know some private colleges in India are already charging more than 40 lakhs per year as tuition fees for the past few years because 40% students are already studying in government fees in those medical colleges. For example, Saptagiri Institute of Medical Science in Bangalore charges 60 lakhs per year as tuition fees for 20% of its students. This is because 40% of its students pay 1.4 lakhs per year as tuition fees. More than 100 private colleges in India already charge tuition fees of more than 20 lakhs per year. So for these colleges, tuition fees is going to double, which will degrade the quality of medical education. Going forward, there will be less demand for these highly priced medical seats and colleges will be forced to cut costs, which is going to affect the quality of education. This brings us to the end of this video. If you have any doubts regarding NEET admission counseling, comment below. I'll see you in another video.